Hi, good morning everyone. This is Jazz with you and from Simply Nature. Healthy is sexy every Thursday 8 a.m. with you. Alright, so welcome back, and all my friends in Philippines, Maganda, Umaga. There's my dog again. It's like he asking me what am I talking to, right? And all my friends in Singapore, 大家早上好. Friends in Hong Kong, 大家早安. Alright, I'm back with you guys this week. What I have shared with you last week is about climate change, that's going to affect your life. If you heard about it, I think it's really time for us to see what we should do to prevent ourselves from being affected by the changes in our climate, especially the weather. Everything has been changing. I just heard the news from Channel News Asia yesterday that the sea level by 2050 is really going to affect especially Asia. So sea level is going to rise to a ridiculous level. They had the old projection, but there's a new projection that came up. If you're keen on it, just PM me and I'm going to send to you. Alright, so this week what I'm going, hi, this is Joy again everyone. This is very makulit. Alright, look at her. Alright, so okay, all done with Joy. So I'm going to focus today on this girl again. Alright, today I'm going to talk more about the negativity in us, the negativity that scientists have proven that literally could make cancer cells grow in your body. I'm sure a lot of people heard about that, right? When anyone is suffering from cancer or any health disease, we want them to stay positive. Stay positive, eat positive. I don't know how to eat positive, but eat correctly, eat healthily. Anything that's negative, whether it's emotional, physical, is going to affect your body. And in this case, we're talking about cancer cells growing in the body. So, hi Sheila, thank you for watching. Alright, so before I start, I'm going to post it back to my post, and that might take a while. But if you have missed any of my episodes, you could actually go to my YouTube. I do create a YouTube page in case for people who have missed my episode. You can actually have your recap over there. Right? So what's so bad about negative? So many things that is so bad about negative. Alright, because that is going to not even affect your health, but it's going to affect your overall health, overall life, because everything that we does evolve. What you call that? The situation that we're in, that it's going to affect our mental health, a relationship, so on and so forth. So here's someone fighting behind. That's my two dogs. Alright, so have you ever had this feeling of being hurt or being backstabbed? Has an event or a person that ever made you so sad, so bitter that you never, you say things that is going to regret by saying things and never forgive them. Bear in mind, when you make a strong statement like that, it's going to create an impact on your health, your body. It's often the case that we will re-experience this experience over and over in our head, especially if you are feeling angry, bitter, sad, emotional. Especially when the more you think about it, the more bitter and angry, right? Because of that person or the event, and mainly is about the person. So unfortunately, this emotion, scientists has proven that it's going to strongly affect your health, as you'd be surprised. So every time when you re-experience this negative effect in your life, your body actually suffers just as bad as your mind. Do you know that? So that's why for some of us, if you have your faith that you can anchor, that you can you can say, God, I trust everything to you, I live out to you because you are good, then you release that negative emotion, that fear, that thought, that worry to God, knowing that this divine power will actually help you in your difficult time. So unfortunately, based on data, based on research, mostly people that is not able to forgive, is not able to release this bitter resentment or feeling, and they couldn't move on. And in this issue that Western culture often perceive that forgiveness is actually a sign of weakness or submission or both. So it makes it even harder for people to work towards forgiving people that is harming you. So why am I touching on a topic like that? Because at the end of the day, if you are the one that is having the bitterness, the anger, the frustration, the unforgiveness, you know what? Who's the victim? You suffer even more. She's not going to let me talk. Can you imagine? Okay, quiet. I should bring the rod. Alright? So the power of forgiveness that I'm going to share with you today, you know, it's been clinically proven that if you are able to release a sense of hostility and an anger mindset towards the person that's hurt you, whether you like it or not, whether that person deserves that forgiveness or not, you know, and also keeping in mind that it's a process, it's not an event, all right? So it's been proven that if you're able to make that decision and action to forgive, your health will be better, all right? Scientists has proven that. So but there is actually a huge difference between decisional forgiveness and emotional forgiveness. Okay, I'm going to share with you what's the difference. It says that decisional forgiveness is a behavior intentional to release an unforgiving instant and to respond differently towards a transgressor. Whereas emotional forgiveness is the replacement of negative forgiving emotion with other positive emotion. So one is just a decision. The other one is actually that you need to do something to replace that negative emotion. So emotional forgiveness involves psychological changes. That means your body has a direct impact the moment you did that. So studies have also found that forgiving personal types are subject to better psychological well-being. So literally, there's so many benefits of just not staying unforgiveness, all right, but to be in an act of forgiving, and so that you can attain that positive impact in your body. So also studies have found that forgiveness is linked to improve physical symptoms. You know, there was actually a research being shown that people that has did this physical act of forgiving, both decisional and emotional, in fact they have did a study to show that fewer medication are actually used on patients who has made that steps. Better sleep, quality of sleep, less fatigue, and fewer somatic complaints. Forgiveness is also proven to battle cardiovascular health, according to a published research by American Journal of Cardiology. So all this research, if you want, you can PM me, I can send to you. Alright, they found that anger and negative emotion actually had cardiotoxic effect. Hear that? So no wonder when people are going through, whether it's when they are in work or they are in business, but they are going through legal trial, whether it's work trial, whether it's probably going through personal things like divorce, they actually are found to be in a state of very negative, super negative. That's why in general people will say these people are in a very stress mode. But I think it's more than that. This negative is not that stress that we'll talk about. It is actually that bitterness, that anger, that negative emotion that is causing this cardiotoxic effect. And you have here cases where people actually how should I say, suffer heart attack, stroke, because of that stress, that negative impact in the body. So no wonder You know, no wonder all this emotion is keeping us away from a better health, if we realize that now. So you should be always thinking of, you know, how do you end your day. If you're going to end your day with feeling bad about yourself, feeling negative about the day, it's going to impact your health, because the next 8 hours that you're on sleep, you carry the emotion into your sleep, and you are not having quality sleep. You're having very bad state of mind to be in the place where you actually get most healing, which is your rest. So it is good that every night before you sleep, you actually do a reflection. You know, you decide whether what kind of state of mind you be before you get to sleep. So this is something that I think is more than just about hearsay. It's really research, a lot of research being done why negativity, all right? I'm talking about emotional negativity today. There are many negative in our life, as I mentioned in a lot of episodes before this. You know, negative can be pollution, negative can be the way that you put things in your mouth, you eat. There's so many negative that we're exposed to, all right? But we're talking about emotional negative that is going to affect your mental health as well as your emotional health and your physical health, because they're all interlinked, all right? So if you remain resentful, confused, hostile, and unclear about something that has happened in the past, your physical body is going to get it, all right? You're going to feel that toll. So Dr. Stephen, the chief of surgery at the Cancer Treatment Facility of America, remarked that remembering this sad thought makes one nervous and cause inner turmoil. So give an example. You know, there was a situation where when I thought negative, for example, I mean, recent case, you know, when my husband was having all this rashes and fever that's not going off, it keep coming back. The first thing I thought, oh no, I have all the negative thought. Is it dengue? Is it measles? Because measles is going to be contagious. So all this negative thought caused me to be nervous, you know, panic, and it's going to affect my health. And while taking care of my husband, my own body get a toll. I fall sick myself. So look, it's so straightforward, right? It does affect my health, because every night I've been staying up late taking care of him. I've been feeling very nervous, worried. I'm not sure what is it all about. It takes him almost 1 week to recover, which is longer than as usual. So in turns, it took a toll on my body, and I fall sick as well. So all this naturally, this causes of negativity, emotional negativity, cause an abnormal surge in the cortisol and adrenaline level in our body, which at the end, this is going to decrease the amount of cells that is going to help your body to defend. So the cells that are protecting your body from disease and illness are hampered when the body is in a state of anger, hostility, unforgiveness especially. This means that you're more prone to develop disease like cancer, you know, and any other critical kind of disease that is very common in today's world. So stewing over a problem causes the body to continually release cortisol. It's not going to stay you good, all right? So that's why when we were young, we have other sets of problems like BGR, boy-girl relationship. When you get older, you have financial issue problem. You don't think so much when you're young on financial issue, but when you get old, all these negative thoughts will come for your life. So choosing not to have this negative impact or to forgive someone that has hurt you, backstab you, simply make you more sick and keeps you from getting better. You know, I'm speaking to people who has been holding on grudges, bitterness, disappointment, negativity. You know, anything that's not making you happy, you really have to think about it, all right? You're going to affect your health. You're going to stay there. You're going to suffer. You're going to be the victim. You're going to play pity-patty, or you're going to get positive, get back to your feet, stay healthy, because you're responsible to your body, to your health, all right? So if it's important to treat the emotional wounds or disorder, because they can really hinder your health and the treatment that you're going through if you are suffering from any critical disease like even cancer, that is actually pursuing a treatment that is causing you a lot, especially cancer, then I urge you to look and search your heart and look into the part where you are feeling that unforgiveness, negative anger. You must release it. You must take a step to say, I decided to forgive, even though the person doesn't know it, because these steps will actually release that negative in your body, and there you're going to get a step better in your health. All right, so Dr. Michael Barry, author of the book Forgiveness Project, estimate that 61% of cancer patients have forgiveness issue. All right, so if you are listening to me and you are one of the cancer patients and you have unforgiveness issue in your life, then maybe today, today if you were to take the step to forgive that someone who have hurt you, who has did wrong to you, then if you are seriously looking at wanting to move on in life and recover from your health issue, and that's it, to make sure that all the medications that is going through your body is working, maybe it's that unforgiveness that is stopping everything from looking good. So harboring this negative emotion really going to create you a state of chronic anxiety. Maybe you forgot about it, but you still carry it on, so it's still hanging on to your body. So all this very predictable process actually increase the adrenaline and cortisol, which actually deplete the natural killer cells in your body. That's actually the foot soldier in fighting against cancer. So all this research has been done to prove one thing, to prove that you are causing your cells, your healthy cells, to be in a very bad state of fighting any disease for you. So the choice is yours. If you have decided that you don't want to move on in life, you just want to give up, then nothing you can do. But if you decide to move on in life and you decided that you wanted to fight this disease, this health issue that you had for many years, and you realize that today there's somebody in your life that you have not forgiven. There's so much bitterness against your spouses, against your kids, against your parents maybe, then it's really time to forgive. Then you will see a turn of a change in your body. As I mentioned, there's this decisional forgiveness and emotional forgiveness. Both you have to do that, but definitely the first step is to decide and to make up your mind to say, that's it, I've had enough. I don't want to be in the unforgiveness stage. I'll just forgive the person and I just move on in my life, and then in your heart you have to decide, how you're going to make yourself better. Maybe you have to do something that's going to replace the negativity, put positive things in your life, do things that will make yourself happy. Maybe you have to do some charity work this year. Christmas is coming. Do something that will make yourself feel better about being a human and being a human being on earth, that you are worth staying alive, and there's so much thing for you to do besides being angry with a person, right, for so many years. Do something that is meaningful. Do something that is going to help you regain a purpose in your life on earth. Okay, for some of you, you might have another 20 years, 30 years to go. For some of you, if you're in your 20s and 30s, you have 50 years to go. So are you going to be in that state of negativity for the next 50 years? Wow, I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not going to stay unhappy, upset, negative for so many years. I think I have more in life to do that, right? I mean, more in life to enjoy, to being happy, to do something positive for people, serve the Lord, serve in church, serve in any charity associations, do something good, and be a good citizen, in your country as well. You know, learning how to forgive can take time. As I said, it's not an event, it's a process. It is all a matter of rewiring your brain and your heart and putting them to work in a neutral network. Alright, I'm going to touch more on it next week. Alright, so on this, it can be as simple as letting go of the hurtful memories and thanking God, you know, your life is in a better state right now. Why not? I mean, if you are keep harboring what has happened to you the last 10 years and actually you are being good now, then it is as good as you are still angry with your past. So some things that you can think about rewiring that negative to become positive is look at your state of life this time. Is it better? Are you happier? Are you in a better home? Are you less stressed? Is maybe your kids has grown up? You know, you have, for many cases where the spouse has left them, your spouse is still with you, you know, having gone through so much things in your life. Remembering that learning how to forgive yourself as well for carrying around the resentment. You know, maybe you are the one to forgive. You are to forgive yourself for being so stupid, so silly, so unwise, for holding that negative thoughts in your life for so many years. You know, you have to forgive yourself for being in that unwise state. You know, learning how to let go of the past is an incredible feeling. Or like it actually frees you from any obligation, everything, you know, that you thought you had done wrong. But able to forgive yourself is the best thing that you have done for your life. All right, so if you want to have any resources on how to forgive, you know, I do have things for you to read out. If you are keen on that, you know, PM me. All right, I have information, lots of things for you to read. If you are a reader, PM me and I'll send you information. All right, so no, that's all I have for you today. I think this is something that is worth pondering. I've been sharing for the last 1 year my series of there's 5 things that is going to affect your life, right? I mean, day in, day out, the things that the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the food that we eat, the clothing that we wear, and the shelter. All right, the shelter we are in that's causing negativity in our body. And today I'm talking about the shelter, which is your body that you are putting negativity in your body that is going to affect your health. So this body is your shelter for your organs. And what are you doing to make sure that this body is in a better state of healing every day? All right, so that's all I have for you this week. Do think about what I've just said. Of course, if you miss any episode, click on my YouTube link. And more importantly, the announcement for this week is on 6th of November. We have Dog Mary with us to do a health talk. Alright, where will it be? Okay, 6th of November. Alright, I beg your pardon. 6th of November at the same location in Manila, Ortigas Library in Pasig City, from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Alright, so the seats are limited. Click the link if you want to sign up. It's free consultation. You know, this is really something that we want to bring to the nation, to Philippines. You know, I'm not sure, but probably we will go on live. It depends on the internet over there. Alright, so we really want to bring the concept of living better, living healthier. Alright, healthy is the new sexy. Alright, and Doc Maddie is going to share with you how to beat cancer right now. Alright, and to not put yourself in a state of probably facing cancer, because we know the data is real. Alright, the data is real. By 2020, every 3, 1 will be suffering from cancer. And I hope that it's not any one of my listeners out there, because I have been sharing this, and Shan on Tuesday sharing about how do we prevent ourselves from being in that state. Alright, so brought to you by Simply Nature. Thank you for watching. Signing out today. Alright, and this is JASLIN, coming back to you next Thursday 8 a.m. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.